yet another edition of Redefining Creativity with the power of artificial intelligence. I remain your host, Ambassador Sydney Diala. You're welcome to this edition. Artificial intelligence is something definitely that has come to stay. It has come to stay. And there is no how we will jump over it. We must work with it. You know, as time evolves, as technology evolves, we must move up with them. We must move up with it. Because many years ago, when it was just analog, you know, when we used to buy cassettes, buy this, people used to carry cameras on their shoulders that even today, when you see some of them, they are bent this way, you know, because of carrying cameras almost on daily basis. But today, you can have a camera like this and then record your movie and you are done. But thank God for this AI. Thank God for it. We'll talk more about that in our subsequent edition. But today, I am so glad, I am so pleased, I am so happy and so excited here in the studio of Mass Media Hub, TX. Because I have with me a gentleman, a father, a passionate lover of creativity, who did not just start today. It's been decades, and he's been going. He's been going. He's not that person than the founder, the initiator of what we celebrate today as Abuja International Film Festival. It didn't just start like that. There was a dream, there was a thought, and there was a giving birth. And we had the first edition, second edition, third edition, and we kept on. And we just concluded the Abuja International Film Festival, 22nd edition. And with me here this day and this moment is no other person than Dr. Fidelis Duker. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you, my brother, Ambassador Sydney Diala. Thank you very much for inviting me. I feel humbled by the long accolades. It's a collective effort.
I didn't even say so much. I just said a little, so we can save them the time.
No. You said a lot. The 22 years is a collective effort. It goes beyond just me.
Yeah.
For everybody that has been involved in it, the filmmakers, the media, our colleagues, stakeholders, government, corporate Nigeria. They have kept this festival. It's 22 years. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much. We are happy, we're excited that the 22nd edition of Abuja International Film Festival has come and gone. I don't know, what does that mean to you and for you?
You know, I keep saying it every year when we have the festival, that the festival is beyond me. Everybody wants to ascribe the festival to me. Yes, I was the founder, I was the initiator, like you mentioned, 22 years ago.
No, if you use the word you were, that means
for me, yes, I deliberately use that word. I deliberately.
Okay.
Yes, I am the founder, but it's beyond just being the founder. I like to believe that the festival is beyond me. I want people to remove me, detach me. Yes, you must tell the story of the festival with me, but detach me. Let's see it as our own, so that even in 22 years from now, which will be 44 years, I'm not there. The festival will still be there. If I'm not there, I should be here by then. I want to live up to 100 years. That's my dream. I should be there, but not fully running around or coming to have an interview like this, seeing another young man who sits on the seat with somebody else and will now play this material between me and you 22 years ago. And so that's the idea. That's why I said I keep using. So for me, yes, I founded it 22 years ago. If it has been running for 22 years, like you asked, I want to see a legacy that will live beyond me. And it's happened in major festivals. If you go to Cannes, 80-something years, go to Toronto, go to Berlin, they are all festivals that are instead and created by individuals who the festivals have lived beyond them.
Wow. That's great. because we also believe that this one will not just end at this 22nd edition, because we are looking at 22 plus 22 should be 44. Am I right?
No, it will end yet.
Then 44 plus 44 is what?
Ah, see, you are going for. If you add 66 years to our life now, I wonder what it means. I don't want to get to that point where I become a problem to my family. You know, when you live up to 120 years, you are a problem now. I don't want to get to that point.
No. Like I said to some people, I said I will die at the age of 130. And I will not be a burden to anybody.
Okay, you are looking at
it's my agreement with God.
Apostle. You want to live like Methuselah.
No. But Methuselah lived and he was not. Enoch lived and he was not. So Sydney will live.
And he will be.
Yeah, he will be. Okay. Still talking on redefining creativity,
yes,
with the power of artificial intelligence. I want to ask you this question. How has your passion over the years with Abuja International Film Festival, how has it been? What has kept you on? Because some people we interviewed during the closing ceremony, some say that they began theirs, but somewhere along the line, they were like, no. And they will always point at you, that you were the one who gave them the courage. They came for one, they came for two, they came for three, and they went back to their own place and then started something like that. But they couldn't run till, up to 3, 4, 5 years. So what has kept you running and then sustaining it, over the years?
Thank you. Brilliant question from you. For me, it's a passion. And then, of course, when I see young people, when the festival started, it was basically about young filmmakers who saw it as a platform for expression. You are a veteran of the Nigerian movie industry. You knew that when you mentioned it here in your intro, I think you mentioned it here, the era of when we were shooting on Umatic tapes,
yes,
Beckham tapes,
yeah,
we had these massive cameras and all that. Today, the cameras in the studio here are smaller than what we had there.
Exactly.
People will call them toy cameras, but they are not. Look at the picture quality and what they are producing.
Sure.
I remember those days, 25, 30 years ago. And then when you look back now, you play back, you know that at that time when we started the festival, these young filmmakers found it difficult to have their films seen. Because the films we were seeing were basically feature films.
Yes.
From Living in Bali, Taboo,
Evil
Passion,
Fatal Desire.
All the films you guys made. Nemesis, Not My Will, those are films we made. Those are the kind of films we were seeing. And these films are commercial films that you find in the typical market, Opiweka Road, Onitsha, or Lagos and Dumota. These young boys were making films, either short films, documentaries, animations, trying to make it in their own way. But nobody was seeing them. And that was what the festival gave them, that platform for them to have those films shown.
Yeah.
And that was why we started the festival. And that's what kept us. And every year we keep getting them calling us. In film school, you used to run a training school in Abuja here, where you had young filmmakers who are learning under you.
Yeah.
Those people would never have an opportunity to be like you, who has a name. And the only way they can have a platform for their small films is festival.
Yeah.
And that was how we created a platform for them, where we have the student film, we have the experimental films, where they can even have a platform who can see what they are doing. That was the essence.
And sorry, I think I'll pick you on that. That. I think because some people were saying it on that day that if you can bring back, those children, those students session, so that there can be a kind of session for them to teach them from A how to get to B, how to get to C, how to get to D. Let it not just be the people who began the industry alone, people who will come to pick awards and go. Let them know how to start it, run with it, and then when the time comes for them to pick their own awards, they will pick. Yeah. So what are you thinking about that?
We do that every year. However, we didn't do that this year.
Yeah.
Previous years, we've had a masterclass where we have acting masterclass where we have young people come to learn acting. We've had directing. We had directing masterclass this year by Obi Mele. Obi ran a directing masterclass this year, but we didn't have for acting, we didn't have for producing, and we didn't have for scriptwriting. But subsequent years, we create those platforms. And I agree with you. It's very important because we have very young people You talked about artificial intelligence at the beginning, AI. That is a new form. One of the films that won was made by a 17-year-old boy, the experimental film.
Wow.
It was basically
Okay,
yes, and you saw the AI
yeah,
film.
yeah.
It was basically an AI film that the guy made, and he won in that category. So I think the world is evolving, and you made a very poignant point that we must also know that things are changing. People are evolving. Film has changed. Do you know that today with AI on this Utako, this road, major road DM,
Yeah.
we can film a major accident. All we need to do is to say part of the sets are mass media upsets. We just put those information. The fact that these videos are online, this set is online, these pictures are here. The AI will create all the images, create your image, create my voice, and then create the accident scene on this. So that is the power of AI. So I agree with you that you're talking about AI now on this program, and it is very important. And that was why this year one of the winners was an AI film.
I love that, because one thing with mass media hub here is that we 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 merge AI with media.
That's brilliant.
We merge AI with media, so we can't talk we can't talk creativity in mass media. I mean, in mass media hub without talking about AI. There are students we are training presently on AI.
That is the future. The future of the world is
And
here.
we are trusting that by the time they are done, we will empower them, to
Awesome.
go work on it, and then they will also train some
Of
people
course.
who will empower others.
Yeah.
Having said that, having watched the evolution of Nollywood over 2 decades now, you as a filmmaker, director, producer, and then the founder of what we are celebrating today, because everywhere you go this season is Abuja International Film Festival. What will you say about Nollywood movies as regards to quality, story, creativity, generally everything?
I think the industry has evolved over the years. It's over 30 years. The industry is quite wide. We talk about Nollywood from living in bondage in 1992.
Yeah.
And when you play back 1992, that's 33 years old. A child that was born 1992 is a man, a father with children at home.
Yeah.
So, evolution of Nollywood till date, as you are among the pioneers of this phenomenon called Nollywood today. And we cannot overemphasize how the industry has changed.
Yeah.
Yes, there are areas we need to improve, but things have changed. Like you mentioned, AI. AI has also helped to improve the quality of production being done. Also, look at the quality of equipment in town, to the high-end RA equipment, which of course is the high end of videography. So things have evolved. Yes, you might say that 30 years ago there was more passion.
Yeah.
We had more depth. People worked not because of the money.
Money, sure.
Money
sure.
is now you won't blame them too. Money is now the catch. Maybe you guys work because you didn't want money, but now you want the money.
We got the money now.
Now, thank you.
I can, if I tell you how much I was paid in
I know,
living,
don't
in,
tell
living
me.
in bondage.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know. So when you look at living in bondage, look at all of you that did living in bondage. You are the pioneers. Most of you are Kenya. When you did living in bondage, there was no festival.
No festival.
Abuja festival was not there. We came in almost 10 years after you did living in bondage, or 12 years after. So the point I'm making is that industry has done very well for itself. However, there's still a lot to be done. The quality of scripts today has fallen. If you look at the quality of scripts we had when we did living in bondage, Circle of Doom, Taboo, look at the Serpent, Not
Yeah.
My Will, Nemesis, the quality and depth. What you see now is recycled stories.
Sure.
People just go online, look for a film that has been done, we write the character's name and then shoot again. So
Exactly.
these are the areas we must work on. We must build capacity for our writers. We must build the younger ones who are coming up, build good writers. Even acting too has fallen. I wonder why 32 years after living in Bondi, I still remember Sydney when he was on the road. The actors that are reigning now, who are the popular ones, they are not as popular as RMD, Genevieve Naji, Motola. We still remember those people. Even children who are not born when they acted.
Sure.
Like my children who are in their 27, 26 years, they know them. So they need to also work in those areas. It's very important. So Nollywood has done well, but there's a lot of work to be done if we want to compete in the global arena.
I love that. In the global arena, and that brings me to to my next point, because I wouldn't want to take too much of your time.
Yeah.
You see, the global industry definitely is moving very fast with AI. Very, very fast, very, very fast. And someone say, as it the hot, make with the hotter. Meaning that as they are moving, let's move with them.
Yeah.
Because if you want to door back, you door back, and that is your own detriment.
Yes.
So I don't know your own perspective or your own thinking or reasoning or concept of this AI, how we can inculcate it into. You have mentioned one or two things, but if you can center on this now, how we can really inculcate it into our own movie as Nollywood, as Nigerian filmmakers, how we can bring it in completely.
Okay, let me quickly take it from two different perspectives.
Okay.
There's this general complaint everywhere that AI has its negative and has its positive.
Yeah.
True. I can create anything about you now and make you feel that you've done something that you've not done.
Which is
I can
true.
turn you into a porn star just with your face on AI, and then you are wondering, when did I do this? You get the point? However, AI also has a lot of positives, which you must accept. And I'm telling people that AI didn't start today. Your traffic light is AI. Before the traffic light started, you started using traffic light. We had what they call yellow fever.
Yellow
The
fever.
policemen will stand there and pass traffic. Somebody woke up one day and said, no, we don't want human beings to stand there. And people are wondering that those policemen will lose their job. Because one of the biggest fear now is that if AI gets into film, many people might lose their job. However, I differ. I feel it will only enhance. I'll give you an instance. You cannot remove the power of the human person, human contact. The Abuja Festival this year was streaming online. It wasn't like me meeting Sydney one-on-one at the venue, shaking hands with him. It's different from when you are watching from the house. That human interaction will still be there. So when people are scared of AI, that AI will come and take people's job away, it should not be considered. People have said that with AI now, editing. With AI now, with those days when, I remember when we started editing, you edit with the Umatic, you punch buttons, and then you wait for it to join A to B and all that. Then we moved into non-linear editing. Now with AI too, you don't even need to do anything, you just give a prompt. I want 7 or 8 close-ups of Sydney Diala in this particular shot with Fidelis Duker interview, close-ups. You just put the prompts and then the AI will just bring out the complete edited. So the editor is now complaining that means that this young lady who is my daughter who has not can just go and do a prompt and edit a film. So, but people should know that the human element of AI is still very important. No matter how you create human beings, everybody will know this is an AI Sydney Diala from the real Sydney Diala. So that's the point. So AI will only enhance. So for me, like you mentioned earlier, people must be very conscious. It is a time where we must follow it as they ought. Follow it, understand it, and master it. It's still very new globally.
Sure.
So this is the best time for us to master it. Unlike film that came to us years after Hollywood and the big European countries have gone ahead with film, and they were far ahead. With AI now, we are at the point we can join them and be at the same pace with them. And we must, like I said, use it for the positive. I shot a film in the US in 2023, December. Okay. Came back from the US. We had a challenge shooting one of the scenes on a major road where there would be an accident somewhere around the Harlem area. We couldn't get it. But when I came back just this year, AI, all we did was to go online, we did the prompts, we used the Google AI business, and we created that same street. Luckily for us in the US, we had shot the interior of the car, the accident, the reaction of the physical one, that's the human reaction, but we couldn't get the street collision. Okay. Which was about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, which was what we needed. We had the car movement, we had everything we wanted. What we needed was that contact. And AI, that same car. The same car, it's like your car now. Okay. Put the number of your car, a Prado, this number, this, your everything, black color, 2024 model, everything. AI created that same car with the picture of this character Sydney. They took that, and we got that less than 10 seconds collision, and that is what Hollywood has been using all these years. And we never knew. So AI has come to help. So for editors, for filmmakers, for everybody in the business, It's about time for us to embrace the positives than complaining that AI is coming to take people's job.
So what you're saying invariably is that this technology can actually help
Enhance.
the Nigerian film landscape.
A lot. You can create many things. I do not need to go to Ebunike
To get to Bunike
cave. All I need to do is to create my studio, create the main scenes, and when I need that the Ebunike cave to explode, I will create it on AI.
Good.
That's the future of this business.
Wow. We are still on redefining the basic things, creativity with the power of artificial intelligence. And like I told you earlier, with me here in the studio is my brother, my friend, my colleague, the founder, the initiator of Abuja International Film Festival, a man that has traveled far and wide. And listening to him, definitely you will agree with me that what I just said now is true. We are still on. We are still on. We have said so much about AI, but let me come a little bit to you. What have been your challenges when we talk about Abuja International Film Festival? Because some people think, come 2026, there will be Abuja International Film Festival. I interviewed the present present president of Directors Guild of Nigeria, Uche. Yeah, he said the 23rd edition starts now.
Yeah.
And I agree with him.
Yeah.
I agree with him. So I don't know. He said that, believing that there must be continuity.
Yeah.
So to you, that continuity, is it that easy? Is it that just like going to take water and drink and the rest? What have been the challenges and how have you been able to overcome?
Thank you. Very good question. And Uche mentioned the point, which is very key.
Yeah.
Festivals do not start 2 months to the festival. You start planning immediately. You end the
last one.
The last one.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, we started. When I came in here earlier for the interview, I told you I started having meetings.
Yes.
Planning. So we started planning. Challenges have been enormous for film festival. I think the challenge for the film festival circuit in Nigeria and that ecosystem, beyond just Abuja Film Festival, because we have about 40-something festivals around Nigeria now, film festivals.
Yeah.
All over Nigeria. We have in Enugu, we have Ko City, we have in Owerri, we have in Lagos. So we have everywhere. It's the issue of us creating a calendar that will allow filmmakers to attend the festivals. Two, our own challenge with Abuja particularly is the challenge of funding. We've had a funding gap. And it is because government has not realized, government one and corporate Nigeria, because it's a win-win for both, have not realized the importance of these film festivals. And I'll give you a simple scenario. Years back when I went to Berlin, I was in Berlin in 2004.
Okay.
Or 2005 rather. 2005. We were about 15 of us that were selected from all over Africa from the major film festival, Cairo International Film Festival in Egypt, Abuja from Nigeria, we had Durban Film Festival from South Africa, we had Fespaco from Burkina Faso. 15 of us from different parts, from Kenya, we were all there. And the idea was for the German government to say, look at this festival, we believe there's a potential in this festival, economic potentials.
Sure.
You guys should come and see the way the Berlinale, that's the Berlin Film Festival, was running at that time, 2004. That was the 46th edition of the festival. It started after the Second World War. That was when the Berlinale started, just to bring Germany back after the Nazi issue, to bring them back into. So we were there, and the idea was for us to walk behind the festival. They now attached us to different departments.
Okay. So
that we can see how in winter, you know how cold it is. You travel, you know how cold it is to be in Europe in February, January, February. Extremely cold, -1 or more, or minus.
So what you have here in Nigeria is just
you are enjoying yourself. Extremely cold at that time in Berlin, and you have over 100,000 visitors coming to cold. And what we saw, massive support from the government. Germans own Benz now. All the cars they use for the red carpets were Benz cars for the celebrities like you. big actors who were at the festival. You can imagine what happened. So the idea was for us to see how these festivals run and how government benefits from it. After the festival, they even declared a profit. So the point I'm making is that government has not understood that. Imagine that the Abuja Film Festival is giving all the support it needs. We're not even asking to run it, but we'll guide the process.
Sure.
You can even hold the money, but let's guide the process how it will be done. Imagine we have I'm just giving an example, 10,000 visitors in Abuja.
From different countries.
Different countries and from the other parts of Nigeria, and they come into Abuja for 1 week. Imagine the amount of money the Uber and taxify drivers will make and boats. Imagine what all the restaurants in Abuja will make, the clubs. Imagine the money the hotels will make. It is just common sense. Even the airport, it's an international airport. When we started the festival, we chose that. Someone said, why come to Abuja? Why not somewhere else? We came to Abuja because we felt this was the center of Nigeria. This Abuja is everybody's state or whatever, capital. We felt this was close to government, so government will see the importance. Look at Lagos now. Lagos is planning what they call the Dirty December. Over 100,000 people will be in Lagos this December for the festival. Yes, now last year they did it.
Okay.
Lagos
Dirty December.
Yes.
Wow.
The dirty is the DETTY.
I know. Exactly.
Get the point. So they are planning it this December. Because last year they didn't plan it. It was people like us, those people who invited family and friends, had parties, and the government saw the potential. How many people came to Lagos? Different people are organizing different events. It starts with the experience, which is the first one.
Yeah.
Thousands came to Lagos from this movie. So people must understand the potential of tourism. Is the tourism potential? How much? I've said this consistently for 22 years. That is not about me.
I'm not cutting you short.
No, I'm not even saying anything again.
You see,
you understand, so
yeah,
you know.
You are right. Sometimes I've been interviewed, I've been questioned, and I keep saying it. When we started, no one assisted us.
At all.
No one funded anybody. It was the people who owned the movies that were bringing in the money. And I was thinking that at a certain stage, the government will come into it. Up till tomorrow, they have not. There's no budget that is meant to say, okay, 2025, this is for the creative industry.
Exactly.
This amount of billions of naira. Because some years back, they keep saying, even up to the moment, that the creative industry contribute how many percent of our...
And 2.5%, massive of our GDP. That's a lot of money.
You understand? Now, when I interviewed some people during the grand finale, the closing ceremony, they were like, this is just a fresh and oven fresh bread that the government should just like come in and take, cuddle it and handle it well. But they are not seeing it at all. I don't know if you have spoken to any government official or...
I will show you later. I have evidence from different governments, different ministers in the last 22 years. I kept them deliberately. Where every year they will wait till 4 days for the festival and they will write, we do not have funds for the festival. I have it. Interestingly, to what I'm planning to even do this year after the festival, 22 years down the line, is that I'm going to even have a major press conference. Thank God you are the one having the first of my talk about this. You are the one having the exclusive. Government does not understand that. Like you made a very salient point which I've not even thought of just now. You said, where in the budget is this certain amount? Because you guys make budgetary allocation, and like you said again, they claim that will contribute 2.5%. I think the Minister of Arts, Culture, Tourism, and whatever it's called now, should say, okay, this is a certain amount of money. It's not the budget for the NFVCB, that census board, not for NFC.
No.
There should be a budget for the support of the creative sector.
Sure.
Where if Sydney Diala wants to make a film, he can say, okay, I can tap into this fund. If I want to do something, it's not there. What we see there is they are putting budget for travel around the world at our own detriment. Travel that does not even concern us.
Exactly. You see, the industry has come a very long way, and since we are still dealing on redefining it, with the power of artificial intelligence, I think we will keep pushing it. Since no one is pushing us,
No, the industry was self-made.
we will keep pushing it. You see, one thing again I want to say is this. This Abuja International Film Festival has been a strength to young filmmakers. People who never thought there would be anything in life, who never thought they can make it in life. Abuja International Film Festival has come to give them hope. Hope. Some people confessed to me, he said, look, I can't wait for next year. Several people said it. So I want to know from your own angle what your advice will be for them. I won't call them newcomers. These upcoming filmmakers and the rest. What would be your advice and encouragement to them?
You see, for me, as all of us, including yourself, we are also at one point freshers.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody has a stage in his own career. For me, my personal advice to them is that they should stay steadfast to what they are doing, believe in what they are doing, persevere. The industry is not it's not an a la carte where you just come and cut your own share. You must work very hard. You must be humble. You must be committed. What has kept some of us in this business 30 something years down the line is our commitment. We believe in what we are doing. It's as simple as that. There must be a passion for it. So for them at the Abuja Film Festival, we're going to create that platform for them of expression.
Okay.
Where we'll give them a chance to show their films, where we'll give them a chance to also be reward for excellence, where if their films do well. For me, the key thing and also create capacity building for them, where we do training sessions for them. However, I always tell every young person that wants to come into this industry that the key element is your humility. It takes you far.
Yeah, right.
That's the biggest strength.
Yeah, right.
You face challenges, but be humble. If you are humble, you'll go far.
Okay, maybe this might be my last question. Like I said, I wouldn't want to drag you so much because let me use the word exhausted.
Yes, I am. You are right.
Because from one meeting to another meeting, even in between
the festival,
I asked somebody this question. The director of the festival, I asked her this question.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you now. It's not as though it's a complex one.
Right. We'll answer if we have answer.
Yeah, yes. Now, each time I come for Abuja International Film Festival, I see a team that is like they were kept in one place for that period of time. Like this one just ended now, another one will come up in 2026. As though they were kept one place, and then when the time comes, they will come out and do their work. Everybody, no bug passing or whatever. I want to know how you have been able to achieve that kind of family, that kind of bonding, that kind of, oneness team.
I tell people that one of the most organized people are production people.
Because one of the most organized people are the production people.
People do not know that even in our play that they see on TV, when somebody watches a 1 hour, 30 minutes film, 90 minutes film, or 2 hours film, he assumes that it was shot in 2 hours. I recall with nostalgia those days when we had no GSM phone, when we have to go on set. But by that 9 o'clock, you are there, 8 o'clock.
Of course.
How we do it, I don't know. So that's the point I'm making. So for the team, most of the people in the team, we've worked with them for several years. They have come to understand what they are doing. Even those who work from the sideline, people like you work on the sideline, who support us from the sideline too.
Yeah.
You have an idea of what happens in the festival. That's one. Two, we also operate in what we call a liberal environment of operation, where people know what to do and you give them a free hand to operate. There's no hard line about it. There's nothing difficult about it. And that's why I keep saying that we want to encourage more young people. And I also mentioned that because we have structures too on ground too. We have a radio station in Abuja here. We have in Calabar. These are people that have worked with us. And when you have a structured environment, it's easy for you to work with people. So for me, there's nothing too difficult about it. It's just that we need to also continue to enhance our capacity and build on it, and also bring more people in. It's very key. We need to bring more people in, because that's the only way the festival can live my dream for it.
Wow. We've come a long way. We've come a long way, and I think we might just call it a wrap for here.
We need to.
But before we do that, you made a point. The creative industry or creative people
Yes.
are the most what?
Organized.
Organized
No, they're
people.
disciplined.
I
told
I
you.
want the public to know
No,
this.
no. People don't know that. One of the most disciplined places you have, apart from the military,
Yeah.
is theater.
Theater.
And when you mean theater, I mean television, film, and all that. You see, you cannot. Have you ever wondered? It's very simple. Like this program you are watching now. Anytime you're going to see this program, that time it must go on air.
Sure.
It's like news. When you go to a newsroom, your NTA news, your BBC news, at that 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock, they must be on air. So, well, it's a very organized environment. People do not know. They see us in quote that, like those days, they call them jesters, comedians,
yeah.
players,
Yeah.
alawada in Yoruba language and all that. They just go on. But behind the scene, the most organized set of people are those in the creative sector, because time is of essence. Organization, everybody knows their role. The cameraman behind the camera knows what to do. The editor knows. The man on the vision mixer knows. Everybody knows their job. The actor knows his job. The presenter knows his job at every point, and everybody is working in sync. Nobody works in isolation or in silos. We work together. It's one ecosystem. So
Sure.
people must know that we are not what you call jokers. Even though we are entertainers on TV, but behind the scene, it's an organized environment.
Good. I won't say it last. I will say it last. But I want you to give your last word and encouragement to the public, and then to us here,
Okay,
Mass Media Hub.
For me, I will want to quickly say that as Nigerians first, we must love this country. We have our challenges, we have our problem, but
Definitely.
there's no other place. But as we are Nigerians for today, we should respect this country and believe in this country. To the public who see our films, who see our creative works, who attend our festival, I enjoy you that we're going to give you good works, we're going to give you the best. And for our young people who also want to get in the business, like I said earlier, the first principle of getting into the entertainment business is humility. Be humble, be passionate about it. And to Mass Media Hub, very important. It's a lot of energy, a lot of time. The crew you have seen here working around the clock to make sure this program goes on air. It takes a lot, and of course, to the founder of this entire project, I must commend everybody, and my brother Sydney Diala. These are doing a massive job. When I came in here, I was shocked by what I saw, and he was telling me that I had just seen a little. That the kind of things I will see when I come back here again will be quite different. So for me, you guys are doing a fantastic job. Continue to do the good work. Continue to give that information out, and bring the best of Nigerians to come on your program and talk to Nigerians. That is the only way you can continue to listen. Don't be bothered. Don't feel set back by what is going on. The future is bright. Thank you.
Thank you so much. My people, why I call my people, because you're all my people, whoever you are, wherever you are, whether in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, whether you're of my tribe or not, you are still my people. We are still speaking and talking, redefining creativity with the power of artificial intelligence. We will still be with you not too long from now. And I want you to keep watching, keep following Mass Media Hub. I'm still your brother, Ambassador Sydney Diala. Here I do my sign off. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.